Welcome to the Teen Town Podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
My name is Dermot. I'm joined by Ed and Brian from the 80's Icon Show.
Thank you.
We're after a fantastic night here in Ballybunion. How are you feeling?
Fabulous.
Worn out.
Oh, yes.
It's a good sign. Yeah.
Straight after the show. It's like 10 minutes ago we finished.
Yeah.
Great night.
Fantastic.
Everyone
night.
was buzzing.
Absolutely. Yeah, you really got the crowd going.
Lots of energy.
Yeah,
Yes, absolutely. The crowd were magnificent.
Yeah, they went for it. They're very loud as well tonight.
Oh, yes.
We were actually saying exactly that outside when we were around the bar. We're saying it sounds like there's a full house. It wasn't a full house, although we're hoping you'll get there soon with us. But it sounded full. Like the crowd really engaged.
Yes, they did. They were really loud. You can see me messing with my in-ears a lot.
Same here.
Because I could hear the crowd over what I was supposed to be listening to.
Well, we shouldn't be listening to the crowd, but we were.
You're kind of forced into it.
Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. It was great to have the dancing area in front as well.
Yeah, the little area in the front really helped
that
because
was
sometimes people are very hesitant, aren't they,
Absolutely.
to get up and dance. But they got up and came down to the front area and it was, it gave them space
Indeed.
to let loose.
I think a lot of the shows we have here, people end up dancing in the second half of the show, but they didn't take long to get going for you guys.
It's usually the same. It's like 4 songs in.
Yeah.
The first 3 songs are kind of very conscious of the people around them, and then by like
Who's going to be the
drink
first?
2 and song 4, they're off.
Yeah. But there were a few up dancing in the front in the first part as well.
Yeah.
It breaks the ice a little bit.
Absolutely,
That's the idea. It's just one big party. That's what we
Absolutely.
think of. That's the way we go into it.
Brilliant. And how did you get started with this show?
This is it's a second of our productions. We run a few productions. There's actually going to be 4 in the Icons family as of next year, and this is the second one. And it's just what we try to do is we create a show that is honest to us. If I was to do jazz icons, it's not. I don't listen to jazz. It's not honest and authentic. We literally listen to the stuff we're playing.
Yeah.
Brian grew up playing it and listening to it as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's authentic. The guys on stage, so they put their all into it because they feel the songs and they grew up with it. So it means more to them. And that, I think that comes across with the crowd as well.
Yeah.
So that's where the idea came from. It's very easy to put a show together and, I don't know, put funny glasses on and maybe jump around. Yeah. That's easy. Put a couple of backing tracks on. But we wanted to, people tend to take a lot of, they have a dig at the 80s sometimes, and
Yes.
what we think is like, because we grew up in the 80s, we don't think of it that way. We think of it as some of the best times of our lives. And that music meant so much. So why would we belittle it or, you get them trying to say.
Yeah.
So we do it exactly like the record. We analyze, like Brian will analyze whether it's a Yamaha piano or a Steinway piano they use. It's like literally right down to that.
Yeah.
And it will be the correct piano or the correct Jupiter 8 I hear a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Or it'll be a DX7 or,
yeah.
he literally will go after the exact, so it'll make it authentic. So that's the gist of the show and why we started it. And judging by the crowds and the reaction we get everywhere, it was needed. It breaks up some of the other shows, doesn't it? There's a lot of shows that tend to be, obviously, the country scene is very big here.
It is, yeah.
We needed something to come down the middle and go, okay, we're going to split this up a little bit and, it's something different for the showgoer.
But as I said, we all grew up with that music. It's honest. We're honest with it. But the nice thing is, it has given me a lot of credit there. But we all take that attitude to the music and the songs, and we're all critical of ourselves and each other within the band. We all get on really well together, and we don't mind that criticism because it helps the show and helps the sound and helps the song.
That is exactly. It's whatever we say. If we say like a reverb on that particular keyboard sound it doesn't quite sound right. Instead of Brian going, you just go, okay, cool. What do you think it should be?
Yeah.
We're always constantly working with each other to go, how can we develop this more? It's never about let's turn up and, a lot of people think of turn up for the payday. No, it's not about that. It's about how can we make tonight as big and as memorable for people as possible, and and how can we develop these songs even more?
Yeah.
And what song isn't working very well? That needs to go. We'll put a new one in. Boys, let's get to work on this. It's a constant motion, moving forward motion.
I imagine there's a lot of trust there, where
Yes.
it's because you know you don't think someone's just having a go at you. You know what they're saying.
Well,
They say it because they mean it, because they feel the music.
Yeah, it works two ways with the trust idea. Certainly from that point of view, we don't take it personally when somebody criticizes that sound isn't right.
Mm-hmm.
There's a bit of reverb missing, or it's the wrong sound, or that's how we evolve. That's how we improve.
Yeah.
But equally, there's a trust there that we trust each other to do what you're supposed to do in the song every time.
Mm-hmm.
And you look across the stage, there's never a moment where somebody's looking across one, why did they not do what I thought they should have been doing there? So there's total trust across the stage with everybody at every level. And, I think we're still evolving, we're still improving.
We always, because I think the same thing, like if you're not evolving, it's game over.
Yeah.
If you start believing your own hype in anything you do in life, it's over. Because if you can't better yourself in everything you're doing at all times, it's like those songs we played tonight were great, but how do I make them better next week?
Yeah.
What can I do different? What can I sing better? Did I do that right? It's always that constant, striving for more, and everyone is the same on the stage. Even when it comes to sound or lighting, it's like this lighting thing, we need to do punctuate this part, and it'll be done for next week.
Yeah.
And something to do with the sound, we're going to get this, we need to add this. It literally is constantly building.
And you arrive with your whole show. Like a lot of acts we have, they're using our sound and our lighting, which we're happy with, and that we have it for a reason. But like I was expecting to see a kitchen sink from you at some point. You brought so much stuff on.
We couldn't bring it in.
Next time.
No, we literally we arrived with everything from sound to lighting to projection to whatever we need. We are self-sufficient.
It is great to arrive and be able to plug into something as good as that with that facility that you have to augment what we have. But we're standalone.
Yeah, we're standalone.
Yeah.
We can do everything without anyone. But like we'll always use extra in the venue. So if there's balcony fills for the PA, so people can hear in the balconies, we'll use those. Or if there's a lighting plot, I always ask for a lighting plot for every show. I will go through and program everything. So we arrived today. It was just in.
Yeah.
It's all pre-programmed. All
Brilliant.
the colours are set. All the chases. Everything I want is done. Same for next week. We're going plug next week.
Great.
Ours works and they augment it with theirs.
Someone's joining us.
Someone's coming in. Oh, they've
Too
got
shy.
out again.
Too shy.
Yeah, camera's on. That's the camera. That's brilliant. One other thing I just wanted you to maybe touch on is how do you put a show together like this, where you have so many songs to pick from? Like there were so many great songs in the 80s. How do you go about putting that together?
For me, there was a certain list of songs that I just wanted to play out of sheer, I want to do it. And I don't care if everyone's going to like it. Like, I'm a big Mr. fan. So Broken Wings, Kiri, those kind of songs. Go West, I had to do those. And then you realize that, these guys love the same thing. And you just kind of go, what about this song? And we kind of build set list up. And then we go, okay, I think that's the one. Then we try it and we go, 4 of those are Deadwood,
Yes.
And then we move them and the new 4 come in, and then we find that one of the ones that we thought was great is now Deadwood. So again, we're back to what I said earlier, constant motion. There's so many songs. It's very easy to just jump on the cheesy side of things. And there's nothing wrong with that. They're catchy tunes. But we like, without using that horrible word, integrity that we all don't like.
Yeah.
It's like we want to push the musician side as much as possible. What's the hardest song we can do? Some of these songs have like 11 or 12 keyboard parts.
And beyond.
And beyond. So you're constantly like just trying to push everything. We want people to sit down and go, they want to listen to it and they go, these guys play it exactly right. They're not missing anything. I can hear this bell that's in this song or whatever.
Yeah.
It's really analysed. I know I've said it already earlier, but that's what we strive for. It just so happens that some of these songs also are danceable. So if you put the quality of the song, the quality of how we play it, and the fact it's danceable together, it's a win-win, right?
Yes.
You know?
It's absolutely true. For me now, it's the same as Ed. For me, it was the musicianship to do songs that are technically very challenging from every aspect, but knowing that there's another bunch of lads on stage that are backing, say, me up, or I'm backing them up, that cover is there, that trust we talked about earlier is there. We're able to do it.
Striving for the same goal. All we want is the same thing. We're going for the same. No one's trying. There's nothing. No one on the outside of this kind of going. We're all 100%. The fact that we're in here now, we do not have to worry that anyone on stage has an issue with any of us being in here, or they're talking about. There's none of that. No. This is like a bunch of lads who just laugh morning to night, have great fun, and you don't always get that. You don't always get that in shows. People kind of turn up and they leave straight away, or they don't want to be involved. It's like, this is like...
Yeah, I imagine that has to be a thing, because the touring life has to be tough as well. Like, there's a lot of traveling, a lot, you know, and it's a lot of gear to move around and to set up all the time. So I imagine it's hard to find that.
Yeah, you do live in each other's pockets a lot of the time when you're traveling. You know, long weekends staying out, for instance. But that's one of the That's one of the good. It's one of the challenges in difficult bands. But for us, I guess, because we're all friends, we all trust them.
We're all friends, and you know, I'm not 21 years old. You know, I've been around the block, and it's how respectful you are of others. Sometimes someone might have a bit of a down, just might be a little bit down that day, and you let them have their space.
Yeah,
you know, and you know not to press any buttons. Or overstay. You know, we understand all these things. We can see happen, and we help that person. Yeah. You know, and nothing's off the table to talk about. You know, so. But we always, like last week, we played in cold rain. You know, it's a long drive from where we are. So you know what we do? We're going to go up the night before, and we're going to go up and we're going to stay up there. We'll have a nice old meal together, and we're going to prepare. And we're going to have a great sleep, and we're going to go in the next day relaxed. Yeah, that's how you do it. Look after guys. Yeah, you know, and again, it's respect and trust again. You know, everyone's being looked after in every way they can in order to make this machine move where it needs to be. And then, like, traveling wise is fine. Like over here, it's easy. We just pop in cars and vans, and it's all local. Yeah, you know, we go to the UK, it's different. You know, we travel around in tour buses in the UK, and we all sleep on the bus, and there's kitchens and whatever else in it. And it's, you know, we just, you know, what I'm trying to say is we look out for each other. We're respectful, and everyone plays to the top notch. No one's ever on 3 cylinders. We're firing and everything. You know, we're going for it. You know, no matter how big the crowd is, you have a full house, or it can be slightly under or whatever. We go out and we get the same show no matter what.
Yeah, I think that's very important. We've had a few people on, and they've said that they're often conscious that tonight's gig could be the first gig that someone's at. You know, that you know, you want to make sure that's a properly good experience for them, because they mightn't have been to a gig before. So I think it's great when you have that approach of every night you just go for it.
Every night, the way I put it is like, it's time for ignition. Yeah. Just turn the key of the car and you go. So I hit the stage the same every night. Same impact, same everything. You know, the PA comes in at the same volume, everything's there, and we give everyone the same show. We're not going to go, you know, we're only 3/4 full tonight, so you're only going to get 3/4 of the band. No, you're getting the whole thing.
Yeah. There's total integrity across the stage. You know, we all enjoy the music. We enjoy playing it together, and we want to impart that enjoyment to everybody, regardless of who's in the crowd, in the audience, and
that's why we meet people afterwards.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You know, we take time out and go, you know, I say, stay in the lobby, we're going to come out and meet you, because we want to gauge, you know, how do you do market research? You speak to the market, right? Yeah. That's how you do it. We do a meet and greet, we go out and they go, oh, I love this and that. I didn't like that so much. And we hear, how many times did you hear that tonight? And then, but you think, take it in. But then people, we don't want it to be the show and us.
Yeah.
That's why we do that scene in the middle of the photos. It breaks
Yes.
the ice between us and the crowd. You know, they go, oh, these guys are nice guys. They take the mick out of themselves.
Yeah. Mhm.
So they're not trying to be rock stars up there. You know,
Yeah.
we're going to have a great time. And then we meet them afterwards and sitting there chatting and they take photos or whatever.
Yeah.
It's never them and us. It's one big thing. That's the way we look at it. And I think that should be the mantra for almost everything you do in any form of business or show or anything you do.
Doesn't matter. Absolutely.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for being so generous with your time.
Is that it?
That is it.
I want to talk some more.
Yeah, I could be here all night.
Oh, well.
Enjoy.
Was this something about staying till Tuesday?
Stack of pizzas, yeah.
Yeah, stack of pizzas, yeah.
Always works, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was great to have you on. Thank you
Thanks.
so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.